Hi guys, I've got an impressive recipe for you today. I'm going to teach you a yum cha classic, a dim sum must-have, Har Gow or crystal prawn dumplings. So for regular dumplings you can use all-purpose flour and boiling water, but to get that crystal, translucent or transparent look, you really want to use two particular types of starch. One is wheat starch and the other is tapioca starch, or you could use potato starch. And basically what's going to happen is there's a gelatinization that happens when you add boiling water to these particular types of starches. Once the flour actually hydrates, it becomes kind of crystal clear. So here I've got a cup of wheat starch, seasoned generously with salt. And then I gradually add a cup of boiling water. Add it slowly and stir gently, just kind of clumping the flour into the middle of the bowl. Give it a chance to absorb some of that water. If you add all the water at once, you're going to get a liquidy mess. But if you don't add enough, the dough is going to be chalky. This dough can be a little bit tricky to master, but if you take it slow, you should have some success. So once you see it starting to become translucent, add in half a cup of tapioca starch, stirring the mixture to combine it into a rough dough. Now you can add a little bit more water, I'm talking about like a few drops at a time if it's really too crumbly, but give it a chance. Then use your hands to start kneading for about 2 to 3 minutes. The dough should become soft and a little bit tacky, but it shouldn't stick to your fingers. It should hold together and it shouldn't be crumbly on the inside. Knead this for another 2 to 3 minutes or until you feel the dough becomes smoother and more elastic. It should have a bit of bounce. Then cover with a towel and leave it to rest for 15 to 20 minutes. In the meantime, let's make the filling. Finely slice about 300 grams of peeled and deveined prawns. Then run your knife through the slices to mince it a little bit. I want to keep some texture here, so I don't mince it too finely. I like little bits of prawn. Add some grated ginger, about 1 tablespoon, and 1 teaspoon of minced garlic. I season them generously with some salt, a little bit of white pepper, and about half a tablespoon of tapioca starch or cornflour. I want to keep a relatively pure prawn flavor, so I don't add anything like soy. The starch is going to help bind it and keep the filling really tight together. Now back to the dough. Divide the dough in half and keep one half covered. Then with some oiled hands, roll out the other half of the dough into a log, about 1 inch in diameter. Then slice it into about 1/2 inch pieces. Now roll out each piece into little discs. I'm using my knife here to flatten this piece out, and it doesn't have to be perfect rounds. You can see this is really rough, but it's quite quick. A rolling pin is a lot neater and a little bit easier too. Just rotate the dough 90 degrees as you flatten it. Try to go about 1 millimeter thin. You should be able to just see your fingers through the dough when you hold it up to the light. Repeat these steps with the other half of the dough you covered earlier. Then spoon a small amount of filling into the center of each disc, not too much, and then bring the center of opposite edges together, and then using your thumb and forefinger, fold and pinch the top edge of the dough. You're only crimping the top flap, so kind of go in one direction and just push and pinch. Then pinch the folded edge firmly to seal the dumpling. And then repeat this with the rest of the dough discs. Now for the steaming. Steam the dumplings in an oiled steamer for 6 to 7 minutes. It's really important that you oil the steamer, otherwise they'll stick. So just steam them for about 7 minutes until they're see-through and glassy looking. Then they're ready to eat. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this recipe and you give it a go. It's so easy to impress your friends and family. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. You can also follow me and find more deliciousness on Instagram at Fill My Tummy.